Welcome to Darkwood Gun Only, Chapter 2, where you can try to have fun, but you're not gonna have any. Chapter 2 is probably going to be one of the hardest sections for this run, just because of how every day it's basically impossible to preserve ammo, considering I have to use the rifle to one-shot, let's say, the human centipede. I have to use handgun ammo for just miscellaneous kills, and the shotgun, I just want to preserve that, and you'll know why in a bit. Now, the last place I rented out may have had the best neighbors imaginable, and it had its own lights, but this one has its own lights, the better neighbors possible, and, hear me out, free shrooms to do daily. Now, sadly, that is where all of the fun ends for this house, because the rest of the world sucks complete and utter ass. So with all those factors in play, I'd love to stick around, but I've got a forest to burn. In order to achieve forest fire any percent though, I must do some exploration, and it's during the exploration that I thought I had found the devil himself, but in reality it was just Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does what?
Toxic Blood S tier perk, do not at me. We find the master of all shrooms, a very cool cigarette pack, and oh, would you look at that, my sleep paralysis demon. A very close fight, to be sure.
Human, and I was human. I am human, still.
And before you ask, yes, I am a professional at horror games. Now the first night in the swamp begins, and here's a good time to tell you something. Before I was allowing the use of bear traps, bottles, and all that jazz, but now since the game is now harder, I'm also going to make the challenge harder. No bear traps, no gasoline, no gas bottles, only guns. And chain traps because those technically don't do damage, but other than that, everything is banned. Also, now probably wasn't the best time, but I was going to start rearranging the house. Now tonight was pretty uneventful.
Hey,
oh god
me,
damn
your
it.
sleep paralysis demon. Don't forget about me, dude. Hey, yo, dude, you can't just shoot your sleep paralysis demon. What the fuck?
Screw you, sleep paralysis demon. No one likes you.
Is gonna bother you because you're human, and I was human. I am human, still. But I was just referring.
I found a house guarded with a lot of bear traps, so I'm of course careful enough to disarm all of them. These people want me to fix their generator, so being the very kind, supportive, and very nice person that I am, I of course fix their generator. Those people are key to obtaining a required item. There are multiple ways to get said item, but I kinda never remember how to get it the other way, so I'm just sticking with this quest. A little while later, we meet an old, cripple, and blind guy who we definitely won't kill later. An amalgamation of faces on a tree who we definitely won't burn later. And finally, the doctor, which in my opinion is in peak masculine form at the moment. It's our second night here, and oh, would you look at that, a red chomper. Thankfully I can just one-shot one of these things with my rifle. Now it has been a bit since I had taken my kid-friendly juice, so I quickly head on over to the kitchen and give myself some more HP because everything else was completely useless. By the way, don't be scared to take weak regeneration because pills still fully heal you in a matter of a second, and bandages may take longer to fully heal you. They still fully heal you in the end, so it's not that bad of a downside. Yeah, this dream sequence is just a bunch of lore and whatnot, so I'm just gonna quickly skip over this. Also, I don't know why, but I thought this would create like some sort of hole in the wall if I blew this up, but I also forgot that, oh yeah, explosions do hurt quite a bit.
Hey, sleep paralysis demon back. Hope you didn't miss me too much. I heard that you ran out of ammo already, so I thought I'd drop by.
We then find the doctor in a somehow even better form than he was before. How does he do it? By the way, always open crates in the swamp because, oh my god, look at that loot. Nothing else really happened that day, so on to the next one. Now we start today off strong. And when I said that, I meant that, just because we got the pliers, which means we can make the pump-action shotgun, which in my opinion is the best gun in the game. That is, we can make the pump-action after we go on a village massacre. I learned that apparently these villagers have some sort of phobia to water, so that was quite helpful. This game lets you do a lot more stuff than I thought you could. Let me just say, these crates are more than worth a medium cal bullet. Why? Let me just show you. Yeah, they're pretty good, I'd say. Tonight was special because first off, there were no sleep paralysis demons, and secondly, we got to see our best friend, the musician. Looking more beautiful than normal, I'd say. Let me just say, the musician is by far my favorite character in this game. Oh, this house looks inviting. Run, 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 run. I don't know what these guys are talking about, but I just assume when people mention guns that they're talking about me. Yeah, don't mind me walking around in the middle of the night, just kind of just doing my own thing. Like, this was like totally planned, you know? Like, I totally meant to die here, totally, 100%. Alright, so I have some explaining to do here. As you can see here, I kind of have a lot more stuff than I previously did, and that's because I kind of forgot to hit record. So I'm gonna go over the important bits of what happened. The first two things to note is that roughly 2 days passed, and by that I got the pump-action shotgun alongside the chameleon trait. After that I finished the quest to get the oxygen tank from the elephants by eating the mushroom granny, so she's dead now, and finally I died a lot. Also, the musician's doing perfectly fine. I don't know if this is a bug or a feature, but when I pointed my gun at the dog in a chain trap, it just kind of left. Or at least it tried to. After that night, I check in with the musician and he drops a paint pong ball. I of course give it back to him considering he's one of the first things that hasn't tried to kill me this run. Or I didn't kill on sight. Today was spent dealing with this son of a goddamn bitch. Why am I so mad at a snail? Well, in order to know for sure where the radio tower is, which is required for the true ending, then you have to kill this snail right here, which for some reason you cannot shoot. And in a gun-only challenge, that's kind of important. So I'm leaving a little note here saying it's possible to beat the game gun-only, it's just that you have to waste a lot of time looking for the radio tower. Oh great, a banshee! I'm sure this doesn't mean I'll have to fight a million more of these in the future. Side note, I'll have to fight a million more of these in the future. Now welcome to the radio tower, home of the banshees, my favorite enemy. Yep, this sure is fun game design right here. I love this game. Here's a test for you. Which of these helped me get past this hell? Was it A, toxic blood, B, running because my life depended on it, C, choking on every healing item I had, or D, screaming like a fucking coward? If you guessed all of the above, you are correct. Why is this part of the game so bad? Why does it have to be so bad, man? Why? Now, I was really close to the end of the game, but I did want to quickly do something first, so I'll be right back. Where the fuck did these things even come from? Oh, great, more banshees. I love more banshees. Give me more banshees, game. I love banshees. Banshees are my favorite enemy. Shut the fuck up. Stop giving me banshees, game. The musician's hungry, so I of course give him some meat, and then I go on to get the ending. That is, I do it in a speedrun manner, because like this video I don't want it to be that long. Alright, now let's have a little discussion about this. If you never played this game before or didn't know about this, if you enter this mouth the first time it asks you, if you enter it the second time or later on, then it will kill you. But if you enter it the first time, you will get the true ending. And while yes, the true ending is more cool to see, I saved up so much ammo and pills that I don't want to just throw it all away. So I instead went with the more fun ending, we'll say. So now all that's left to do is go back to the tree with a lot of faces, go into the underground, burn that bitch up, and prepare for the last night of the run. I forgot to fill up the goddamn oxygen tank, hold on. Alright, now we actually go underground, burn the bitch up, go back above ground, watch the bitch burn, shoot the old guy in the face, wait what? And then we go home and prepare for the final night. Now with enough pills in hand to put every drug dealer's stock to shame and enough ammo to kill said drug dealers, cause drugs are bad kids, it was finally time to end off the final fight and night of this game. Also, I'd saved up like 1,000,000 fucking flares as a side note, so if you're wondering why you can only see red on your screen for like a portion of this segment, that would explain why. I just kind of went to town on those, because, you know, it's like a glow stick, they're fun.
Against all the evil that hell can conjure, all the wickedness that mankind can produce, we will send unto them only you.
Just got checking on the musician real quick, hold on.
One, two, three, four. Need backup. Okay, let's go. I've got you in my sights.
Now with that final night over, we say goodbye to our only true friend that we won't kill, and head on over to the end. Also, don't worry, we will always have something to remember him by. Wait, how the fuck is this guy alive? Also, sadly, they take away your gun from the epilogue. You know what I wanted to do, so just, like, imagine that I did it. Now all that's left to do is make the most delicious meal, pet the dog, and finally, go to bed.
Woo! Yeah, baby!
By the way, I got, like, the worst ending possible, as you'd imagine, for me killing everyone, but, like, hey, I'll just show you anyways. Wait, how the fuck is the chicken lady still alive? And did I forget to kill Piotrek Demon? Thank you to everyone who stuck around this long, and the real ones that waited an unholy amount of time to upload this series. If you haven't clicked off this video yet, I was just wondering what games you'd like me to play, or maybe even if you had any more Darkwood challenges you'd like me to do. If I were to do another challenge on a game I already played, that video, or maybe series, you never know, would probably not be as long, but it would still be nice to revisit games here and there. Also, one last thing, would you like more series like this, or would you like it more if I just did one giant video? I'm leaning more towards the one giant video, due to not having to make people wait potentially 6 months for just one more part of a video series. With all that out of the way though, I can say that's technically possible to beat Darkwood gun only, if you don't hit the snail and avoid all embryos, that is. And I hope you have a good rest of your morning, day, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it is for you, and I'll maybe see you next video.